good morning. It is so cold out here. It's 7, I don't know what time it is. My phone's dinging. It's 7:35 in the morning and I just couldn't bring myself to get out of bed today. No damn way. It was so cold. My hands are completely frozen, but being inside that bed, it was toasty warm. Even Cruz was right underneath the covers with a blanket over his face, and he never does that. It was chilly. Yeah, we slept on a little side road here last night. We went out for dinner with the Sarkozys last night, and Emily's parked right back there. And yeah, so anyway, guys, let's get some heat in this van. I wish this thing told me what the temperature was inside because it's cold. Slept in an industrial area last night. Hey Cruzy, let's drive around a little bit and warm up. I just checked, it's 3 degrees Celsius outside. Buddy. Yeah, van's nice and warm now. Hey, it's nice and warm in here now, isn't it? All right, let's rearrange the home. So my plan here this morning is to give my entire home a rearrange. Well, that means putting my desk from one side to the other side. We're gonna try, come on. We're gonna move that to that side and give it a try. So I really like the desk on this side. Really like it. But I figured I would give it a try on this side to see if it changes how I feel about it being over there. Not sure about it. So now that we've been spending some time inside of this thing, doing it old school, roughing it in the Mercedes van, I'm really starting to get a feel for what it's like on the inside. And let me tell you, designing this thing, if it was a shorty, it would be so much easier. It's this gap here in the middle that the shorty van doesn't have that I am struggling with for design-wise. If this was the short version, we would have been done design because you only have so many layout options in the shorty. But when you got this big one, this is where the layouts start to get cool and unique because you can do a lot with that 4-foot section. Where in life do you know that 4 foot by 6 foot would be such a huge addition to your home? But in this kind of space, that is massive. I would like to take whatever goes here and extend this counter not halfway through the door, but about quarter way through the door, giving us a nice wide opening there and extending that counter over here. If I put my desk there, then what is that for? And here's another downside about putting my desk there. Is right on the end of this cabinet will be my shower. All the shower is it sinks into the cabinet. It's got a door on the front. It folds down, has a tray, drains out the bottom. Put the shower curtain up. I'm not sure if I want that kind of moisture directly beside all of my editing gear. Plus, what do I do with this extended counter? This would make sense to put the shower here and the sink in the top of the counter. And I'm not sure if I want that right beside my computer. So my thought was making this the kitchen sink, and then the shower with the editing desk right over there on that side. So in a van, they call the walkway in the middle the galley. So doing the galley here would be very short. It would only be a 4-foot galley right along here. Then it opens up into the van. So that's why I don't want to do this that far. Maybe to right about there. That way this whole space stays good, wide, and open right here. Pretty much recreating the space that we have in my Ford Econoline van, just being able to stand up in it. And to me, this is a pretty chunky amount of space to be able to walk around in and stand, unlike I can do in my other van. Desk here, I think our downfall is gonna be shower and where I'm gonna put my sink. So if we do it on this side, it's no big deal. We do a long kitchen along there with the sink. We could do the shower fold down in the front of the sink area. That is an option, but I think doing it right here on the end is ideal because this is technically a dead space anyway. So when I fold down the shower, it's just in that space anyway. So here, I don't want it to fold down, get in the way of things. I think doing it there, it'd probably be ideal. If I don't do it there, because then at the end of that cabinet, it's just going to be dead space anyway. So might as well pop the shower up in there. You know what I mean? You guys are getting this video today in real time. It is Saturday this morning. Time right now is 10:38 a.m. Yeah, I just wanted to rearrange the van here with you guys and just kind of give you guys a bit of an update on how things have been going with me being inside of this van. Super basic. It's been actually really quite fun to be back to the basics again, to be back with struggling to find power, figuring out how this layout's going to work, where I want to maneuver inside of this van, where I always seem to reach to go to the bathroom, where I always seem to want to put Cruzy's dog leash, because those little design factors make a huge difference in your design. When I know that I always want to put things there, I'm like, well, then that should just be the shoe storage. If that's where I always want to put my shoes now, it'd be a good space for storage later. So we're going to be spending a lot more time in this thing over the next little while. And then probably in the next week or so, we might be going down to J5 Custom Vans to do the heated floors, run the electrical, do the framing, put the walls and the ceiling, and all the lighting in the ceiling will be up at the same time. All the LED light strips and all the pot lights will all be in the ceiling, so we'll have light. We'll do a basic electrical system just so we can have some power, and we will have a heater at that point. Because as soon as those floors go in, we'll be putting in a dry air heater in here, so we don't gotta be cold anymore, because that's the biggest downside about roughing it, is you don't got a heater. So let's dive into some people here. I pulled up some comments this morning. All right, Kathy asked me, are you going to be putting a bathroom in your new van? No, Kathy, my plan is to just shit on the floor. Okay, no. I don't know if you guys seen in my design, but over here is actually a bench seat, or a seat on this side. And right now, my bathroom, what up, Cruzy Bear? We're just making a video this morning, buddy. Good morning. Right now, my toilet is right here in the front, just like it is in my van. Cruzy likes it there because it gives him somewhere to put his head on, that way when he sleeps, hey? So either way, if this toilet moves from there, we're gonna have to do something here for Cruzy so he has a longer seat to lie down on. Hey buddy, good morning. Or the plan is, in the bench seat that's here, it pulls out on the side. So I was zipping through the comments, and I don't think a lot of people seen that in my design video, that we actually have a front seat up here, like a second seat. I mean, it was better shown in the video, but right up here in the front, right there, is a seat with a table. So I would probably do that as a pull-out, put my toilet inside of that seat. So you just pull that out, the toilet's inside. But yeah, so my thought there is, if we can get a seat there and a table there, then we can swivel this around. That becomes one chair. There's a table here and then a bench seat there. So the table always stays mounted there. And then put a second lagoon mount over here, so you can swivel both seats, have two tables, so that seats 1, 2, 3 people. And then someone, if they're hanging out here, can sit at my desk. That makes 4 people. Someone can sit on the stairs that are going up to the bed. That seats 5 people if we want to hang out in here at a gathering on a rainy day. 5 people. My low roof van can fit 2, and we normally never have people in my van because I don't have the space for it. And I know in here I don't want to design this thing around people, because most of the time it's just me and Cruzy. So being able to sneak a little seat here, which is cool to give me an extra place to sit. So if I want to sit and eat, I don't have to sit at my editing table to eat. I can sit at the table here and eat, you know what I mean? Or if I want to look out the window, I can swivel this seat, pop the lagoon table on there and look out the window. Also giving me more options on places to work and options for those rainy days when we're out with some friends and I can tell everybody just come to my van in the morning, coffee will be on, and just be a great place to just hang out in my van. Now that I'm getting older, having that option is really appealing to me. Having that option, even though it might get used once a year, twice a year, who cares? I'm not adding chunks of space to it. Now I'm just giving people options because my desk becomes one seat, right? 2 swivels, 2 more seats. That's way more seats than I have in my van now. Then, you know, if you hung out, you could sit somebody on the stairs there and, you know, that's a party at that point. Oh, guys, I know my videos have been a lot about this build, but when you get everyday content from a YouTuber, you get everything that's on their brain. And right now, all I care about is coming up with the design of this thing so we can get this baby started. Do you miss having your barn doors, or have you gotten used to your slider already? So on the Ford Econoline vans, because they're shorter, having the barn doors is incredible. Like the doors that open this way, like I have on my van, are incredible because you can put stuff on the doors. When you have a slider, you can't attach anything to it because the slider goes down the side. There's no room to attach anything to it. You can definitely make use of the cavity space with some cool things in the doors to throw things into. You can definitely do that. But when it comes to putting a box on it, that is not an option. But honestly, in a space this big, I don't think I'm gonna miss the barn doors at all because I have all this extra space to do things in that I never had in my other van. So I don't think I'm gonna miss the barn doors at all. So if you're getting into something, well, mind you, any van nowadays, you're getting into a high top, they don't come with a barn door option. I'm pretty sure every high top manufactured van comes with a sliding door anyway. These things are huge. You're not gonna need that door space for sure. Why don't you charge your batteries at the shops? You know, you've been following my videos. I've been having a tough time charging batteries. I found a charging battery hack. That'll be tomorrow. Yeah, why don't I charge my batteries at the shop? That's a $200 round trip ferry for me to go back to my shop, charge my batteries, then come back here? No. That doesn't seem like a smart way to go. One of these batteries here will run my fridge for 2 days. 3 days if I don't plug my cell phone and stuff into it. So that's not a lot of time before you need to go back and regain some power. And over the last few days, I spend a couple hours in the coffee shop in the morning, take whatever power I can, and that's usually enough to bounce me through most of the next day, except for charging my devices, which I usually do while I drive, but I found a hack. What did the back of my shirt say? These ones will be available soon on Van Toys. It's my Van Toys shirt. It says big van, tiny so what? Because, you know, every time you pull my big jacked up van in the parking lot, you know, people are like, this guy's compensating for something. So I figured, heck yeah, let's just embrace it and throw it on a shirt. And I damn well love it. Oh, another thing too, when it comes to shirts, guys, we, because our vantoys.com store is not an international store, it's Canada and US only, we're now gonna make our Van Toys merchandise, like our t-shirts and stickers, will now be available next month starting on vancityvanlife.ca, like on my YouTube channel's website. So vancityvanlife.ca will now have the Van Toys t-shirts and stuff like that because some international people have been asking to buy them and you can't from my vantoys.com store. Sorry guys, but we're gonna put them over there for now because usually most people that are asking to buy them are from my channel anyway. So yeah, that's coming. Is Emmy the new employee? No, she's not the new employee. I'm pretty sure if I asked Emmy to come work for me, she'd tell me to go kick rocks, bro. No, Emily will not be the new employee. You guys will find out the new employee. I'll announce that to you guys on May 1st. It'll be official. May 1st. Oh, you guys are gonna flip your lid. That is probably the most exciting thing that's gone on. And you know me, a lot of exciting things have gone on around here in the last couple of years with getting the new shop, getting the new Mercedes, but I'll tell you, nothing's more exciting than the news I'm about to drop on you guys. You're gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it when that time comes. Why didn't you bring a small space heater to keep the edge off? Okay, those space heaters that you're buying at like Rona or Home Depot, those little plug-in ones, are really high power output. You think I have bad power in this Mercedes right now using portable batteries just to run my fridge and my cameras? If I plugged a portable thing into that, it would smash my battery in like an hour. The battery would be completely dead. Where I can get a couple days with my fridge on that thing. Those portable things sometimes can pull up to like 1,000 or 1,500 watts. You can probably run them on low for like 5, 6, 800 watts, but 800 watts would smash that Jackery 1000 in probably an hour and a half. It would be dead. So yeah, don't bring home appliances into a van. They belong in a home. It says, you had your buddy heater when you first started out. Yeah, I don't want a buddy heater in here. It creates too much moisture. It's a nasty heat. It feels like a gross tent. And I don't want the dog to get burned by it or us die because it's sucking our oxygen. We're doing okay. Really, at the grand scheme of it, we're doing okay. We're sleeping good at night. I like a cooler van when I sleep anyway. The part that sucks is not the sleeping part. We're warm in the bed, no problem. It's the getting up in the morning when the van's like, like this morning, 3 degrees? Heck no. Get up in your underwear to put your clothes on at 3 degrees? Not fun. What about a box seat to hide your toilet? Like I showed you guys too, if we end up putting that seat right there, that'll probably be the spot where we hide the toilet. What about if you have guests to visit? I think we just covered this one here too. That'll be a lot of guests. Especially like a lagoon table there and a lagoon table there. I think even without that bench seat, that's 2 full functioning seats. I've seen vans where that's literally been their dining area. You flip that around, 1 lagoon table for that person, flip that around, 1 lagoon table for that person. That's 2 seats, 3 seats at my desk, and someone can sit on my bed with their feet on the stairs. That's a ton of people. That's a party at Chrome's house. So another thing I was thinking in here, because this being a bit of a narrow space in the van, because we will have like a cabinet here probably and then a kitchen counter, making this space between my desk area pretty narrow. This is where I think Andy could probably, we'll measure it all out a bit more precise, but Andy could probably curve this inwards a bit so that way my editing desk has a lot more movable room. Because once I put my laptop here, I just need a space for the keyboard, then the microphone. So if this curves in a little bit, not like that far, but curves in enough, it creates a little bit more space in that hallway if that one was flat and this one curves in a little bit. Opening up this space a bit more, allowing me to get in nice and close when I edit, and giving me a bit more freedom to move around in here. Have you considered putting stairs underneath the bed that pull out into steps? Yes, I definitely consider that, but it is a giant waste of garage space. Like, I would literally delete everything underneath my bed. So when I open up my back door, there'd be barely any room to put anything if it was all stairs. So this will probably be where the stairs end. This is where they start. So that bottom step would be half my garage space taken up with stairs that get pulled out here and then put away when they're done. No, I would rather have the garage space back there and then the stairs be permanent here, because then I have all the garage storage and I have storage inside of each and every step all the way through the way. Guys, I love your suggestions, but a lot of these come from people that don't live in a van, that don't think about those kind of things. They don't think about, okay, what if we do this? We can pull up the stairs. That looks really, really cool. But what about all the garage? Like, if my bed was this way, like lengthwise, I had a queen foot, like a queen size bed, then yeah, sure, I got tons of garage space because you have the whole length of a queen bed. I know when I rented out that Karma camper van, my goodness, they had a queen size bed going this way. That garage was big enough you could rent out as a basement suite. It was so big. But yeah, I'm doing my bed side to side, so we have a smaller garage in this thing. So keeping my garage space for my freezer and for my batteries and for any other storage we might need to put in there. Like, I need a place to put my hot tub in there and stuff. The garage space is going to be key for me to be able to carry everything in this van. There's a big plus side about this thing is we're going to probably put the newer Starlink up on the top so it's permanently mounted up there, so I don't need to worry about carrying the dish inside of the van, which would be nice to get that thing the heck out of here, buying the newer generation one. Anyway, I just wanted to make a little update video here this morning because I didn't have anything filmed from yesterday. I was too busy partying last night. What can wasn't really much of a party. I had a beer and probably a couple ounces of another beer. that was the extent of my party last night. But we had a really, really good time. There's a place out here in Port Moody that has like 6 breweries in a row. All the way down that road is brewery after craft brewery after brewery, food trucks out there. It is a cool little area with such a rad vibe. Check this out. It's got Oreos on it. But I had fun last night and I didn't bring my camera. And the whole time I was out, I'm like, I should have brought my camera. It was great to hang out with Harj and Polly and Emily last night. But anyway, guys, that's all I got for you guys today. Just keeping things simple, keeping things real around here. Have yourself a happy Saturday, you guys, and we'll see you guys back here with a video tomorrow, and I'll show you guys my little electrical hack. Oh yeah, and we're also going out for dinner with my daughter. All right, guys, double V's up. Hope you're having a great weekend. I'll see you soon.